being single can be one of the most, if not the most important and pivotal periods of your entire life, if you do it with intention. So if you are single right now, you have an incredible opportunity to create the life you want without the distraction of being in a romantic relationship. First, we're going to talk about a way of being single that I've done, you've probably done, most guys have done, and this is a way of being single that ultimately doesn't serve our lives, but it's super easy to fall into. So I'll use my own life as an example. When I think back to years ago, I went from relationship to relationship to relationship, and in between those relationships, when I was single, I would get on dating websites and I would go to parties and I would be interested in connecting with more women, possibly for sexual connection, possibly for dating, possibly for a hookup or whatever. And I was regularly in this state of desiring connection of something outside myself. You could say that I maybe needed connection of something outside myself because I didn't have a full foundation of self-love and self-worth. I just went from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing. Meanwhile, I had this whole business that I was running, a commercial photography and film production business that I really wanted to take to the next level too and build more profits and more financial independence for myself. But I wasn't doing that because I kept focusing on women and I kept putting my energy into pursuits of women, and the possibilities of relationships and the possibilities of going on dates with people. And I did have a lot of great, beautiful connections and sexual experiences that were awesome. But also during that time period, I left a lot of trail of destruction and emotional pain because I wasn't really grounded within myself and I didn't know what I was doing or why I was doing it. I was just sort of running on autopilot. Maybe you're doing that right now, and maybe you've done that in the past, or maybe you're in a place where you're single and you're thinking, I really want a partner, or I really want to hook up with somebody, or I really want sex or something. And I totally get that. And what I want to say is there's another kind of being single that ultimately is going to be much more fulfilling for your life. It might take a lot more work up front, but ultimately it's going to add so much more to your life and pave the way for so much more financial independence and amazing sexual experiences and ultimately living and creating the life that you want. So this other kind of being single, I've played with it a little bit for years, but I really committed to this about 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I experienced the end of a long-term relationship that was traumatic. It was traumatic for myself, it was traumatic for the person who I was in a relationship with, and it was a big wake-up call for me. It was a huge wake-up call for me. I realized in that process that I had never fully committed to my own life and my own vision and my own projects, and I had been sort of half-assed doing my businesses, half-assed doing all this stuff. Yes, putting a lot of effort in, but still focusing way too much energy on my relationships and never enough on myself. So I committed to being single for an extended period of time. I intentionally was single, and at first I set this time period for 10 months. And during this 10-month period, I did a lot of stuff to get rid of these old relationship patterns and relationship beliefs from my brain and my body and my heart. And I did a lot of work to open up my heart to experience more vulnerable, real connection too, with friends and with potential lovers. I did ISTA, the International School of Temple Arts, multiple times. I went to therapy. I did a lot of transformational breathwork sessions. I did a lot of life visioning. I did a lot of journaling and a lot of introspective, okay, Taylor, what is it that I actually want to create in this world time? What is it that I actually want to create in this life? And I spent a lot of time with that question, and I really felt into it. And at first, during this 10-month period, I was open to being sexual with other women, and I did have some really beautiful connections. And then I realized eventually that even being open to sexual connections was draining my energy, and it was taking my energy and focus away from what it was that I wanted to create. And so I really needed to go through almost like a monk type period, So for my birthday 2 years ago, I committed to a 30-day period of no ejaculations, no porn, no sexual connections with women, no pursuit of sexual connections with women, no flirting with women, daily meditation, daily qigong, I can't do all the numbers, daily qigong, daily yoga practice, daily exercise, and daily self-pleasure, where I would sexually pleasure myself, masturbate without ejaculating, to build up my sexual energy so that I could use it for the purposes of visioning and creating the life that I wanted. And I did this for 30 days. And it was one of the most incredible experiences of my life. Completely transformed everything. It's kind of hard to put into words just how impactful this period was for me, but I really felt it anchor itself into my body in an unwavering way that directed me from that point forward. And that 30-day period was ultimately the reason I created my Semen Retention Mastery 21-day program, because I want more men to experience the full power of completely committing to themselves for an extended period of time while building their energy and visioning and creating the life that they want. Because it was just incredibly impactful and life-changing for me. And moving on, I will say that eventually, more months went by after that, and I opened myself to casual sexual connections again. And I continued to make my life and my vision a priority. And I worked on my courses, I worked on my business, I hired a business coach, I committed to this every single day. And the more I committed to this, the more self-love and the more self-joy and confidence I felt. And the more I seemed to be attracting beautiful experiences and powerful experiences and money into my life. And eventually I reached this point of extreme self-love and acceptance and complete comfort and confidence with the potential of being single for a long time. I got to the point of completely and fully enjoying being single without needing any sexual connection from anybody else, without desiring relationship even. I was good. Totally good, satisfied, boom, on a deep level, on a foundational level that was unwavering. And after a little while of this, I realized, oh, wow, damn, this is actually the place to get into a romantic relationship from. This is actually the place to be open to romantic relationship when you are totally happy being single by yourself. And I will say that I am now in a romantic relationship, a monogamous romantic relationship, and it's beautiful. And I'm approaching it in a different way than I ever have before. And again, in large part because I went through that extended period of time of intentionally being single. If you are single right now, I really, really encourage you to try this experience. Try getting off all the dating apps. Try stopping pursuing anybody that you're attracted to and just date yourself for a while. Do the things that you want to do. Commit to your life. And if you don't know what it is that you want to commit to, start a journal practice. And every day, ask yourself, what is it that I want to be doing in this world? Make finding your life purpose your life purpose. And then eventually open yourself back up to the possibility of connection with other people. But I promise you, if you take this time and do this, your life will be different. And if you do want support, I do have that 21-day program. There's a link beneath this video. You can check it out. It's called Semen Retention Mastery. And it is all about cultivating and building your life force energy over a 21-day period while being incredibly intentional with visioning and creating the life that you want as well. Building and harnessing your life force energy to direct it so you can create exactly what you want in this world. Even if you don't join this course, I hope you find something to help you do that, because it's so, so, so important and impactful and powerful. That's my story. That's my story for right now. I hope this has been valuable for you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment below and subscribe if you like this video, and click the like button too, because that'll help more people find it. And please share this video with a friend if you have somebody who you think would benefit from watching this. All right, friend. Hope you have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. I will see you next time.